Leo Nation, welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Leo in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Leo, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Keep in the back of your mind, Leo, that this reading is general and that not everything mentioned in this reading may apply to you directly. Take what is a genuine message for you and leave the rest. Please avoid making rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can always book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicassentionstarot.com. Let's get into it. Let's see what might be playing out for the Leo Nation for the next 7 days. Hello, beautiful Mimi. Let's see what's playing out. And Leos. Oh, some of you are definitely, without a doubt, dealing with an Aquarius. You have Aquarius placements. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Been going through it, Leo. You've been going through it. Maybe when it comes to your money, your financial situation. Maybe you might be getting a money transfer this week, possibly. There's something going on with your bank. Or maybe there's some investments that you've made, and now you're starting to see some things begin to roll in. But definitely feel like you're going to be receiving some money, or there could be some emotional support that could be coming in. And your guys are saying, be open to receiving these things, Leo. So it seems like maybe at first glance, you might feel that you want to refuse this help or not let this help come in. I don't know. I think maybe you have lost some money, or you've lost opportunities in the past, and now it feels like you have an opportunity to capitalize on some new opportunities that are coming through for you, especially over the next 7 days. It seems like there are people that have a lot to say about you, or it's you. You might have a lot to say about other people. You might be the gossip in the situation. But it seems like maybe you are the center of attention this week, or there's just a lot of people that might be trying to figure out what's really going on with you, what's going on with your situation. Somebody wants to know the tea. I don't think it's somebody. I think it might be a lot of individuals that are just kind of like maybe coming through, checking you out, maybe your profile online, or there could be someone asking about you. Random side note, you might be getting a lot of spam emails, or you are the person sending spam to someone. Leo. There might be a gamer that's in your energy this week. Maybe somebody likes to play. Oh, I think this is in your dating life too. Maybe somebody likes to play games. Maybe somebody kind of like does this like it's a hobby, like it's a whole side hustle. They play games with people. There's somebody in your energy that is not bringing honesty to the picture. Or this is gossip about you, and some of these things are not true. Some of these things are hearsay, or some of these things are assumed about you. Okay? I think you're very spiritual, Leo. I think you could possibly be asking your guides for something in particular. I think some of you have a Virgo in your energy, or you have Virgo placements. Just kind of wash this negativity off of you, Leo. It looks like there's negativity coming at you from a particular person. We already talked about that. We covered that for a quick second, didn't we? A brief second. There's some negativity. There's some things that are said about you that are not honest, that somebody's not being real about you. It definitely feels like for some of you, this is somebody you know, certain relationships in your life. It feels like they may come into question. All right. Certain people in your energy this week are questionable. And it seems definitely All right. So we see what's going on. And I guess we'll get to it. We'll figure out what's going on. Yep. Something's definitely going to require you to take a leap of faith. Yeah. See these candles. It seems like maybe you are lighting candles on a particular situation to bring about some sort of improvement. It seems that there have been some plans that you've made and you've ended up feeling disappointed maybe at the way that things turned out. Maybe there have been delays because Spirit is saying this week, maybe last week, Leo, you were being challenged. Your circumstances were difficult. You were stressed out last week. Maybe you just kind of needed some time to distance yourself, to maybe regroup and re-strategize. Maybe kind of get your mind right, get your head back in the game because it seems like something threw you off. Something that you were having to face last week. Now, maybe this is you. Maybe it had something to do with the negative things that maybe people had to say about you. Maybe that was the case. Yeah. It does look like maybe it's time to deflect that negative energy off of you, negative comments about you. It seems like maybe something that maybe somebody said got back to you. Like maybe information was circulating. It seems like maybe this is happening at work. But for some of you, this is happening in your love life. There's somebody that maybe you're seeing or you were seeing. Maybe things didn't work out between you and this person. And maybe they're running their mouth about you. Or for others of you, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I don't want to make this the basis of the reading, but I mean, it's coming out in the reading, so, But some of you, it's family that might have something to say about your relationship. Maybe certain family members don't believe you and someone in particular should be together. There's somebody in your energy that is coming across as a snake and a bit shady. And this is a masculine. If it's not an actual male, then this would be a feminine showing up in maybe their masculine energy. Okay. This is kind of what you have a feeling about somebody. About somebody in your energy being a snake. Well, it looks like there is a masculine, there's a man, and there's also a woman. Maybe they're working in cahoots with one another. You got a feeling about somebody. About maybe a couple of people, a few people, and maybe some stunts that they're pulling. Because that's what this feels like to me. I don't know, Leo. Let's see what this is about. Maybe it's connected to your home. Some people that could be around your home. These could be neighbors. Possibly, Leo. Ooh, are you pissed off? It seems like you're angry because of the situation. Whatever this is that's challenging you. Because it seems like there's something you don't want to face. And maybe for some of you, it's the fact that maybe you're feeling a little bit jaded. Maybe, like I said, about a relationship. Because it looks like maybe you're turning away from relationships, or you're just feeling like maybe relationships are not for you. And maybe you're feeling like, I don't know, like maybe you're not going to have the thing that you really want. Definitely feels like you're having career success. You might be kind of overloaded though when it comes to your schedule. Some of you, maybe you're trying to balance work and school. Maybe you're working multiple jobs. It definitely feels like you're working a lot of hours. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time in the day for yourself. It definitely feels like time management is not your thing. But this week, Leo Nation Cross Watchers, time is money. So the way that you manage your time is going to dictate how your money kind of flows. Okay, because based on the look of it, it seems like that's what you're focused on trying to do, is to improve your financial situation. Love relationships. This is where you're being challenged. Something about a love relationship may need to change. And it seems that maybe the issue is that somebody is kind of fixated on their ego. Somebody has a hard time putting their pride aside for the sake of a relationship. It's like somebody is more fixated on winning an argument and not wanting to be wrong than you know what I mean, repairing something with you. The thing is, Leo, you're worth it. You're worth someone working hard for you, showing you that they really want to be there. And it seems like you're having a hard time this week getting somebody to maybe see that you're worth it, when it's not really that difficult to see. But I think you're kind of tired of maybe trying to get someone to see you, if you get what I mean, to see your worth, to see what you really bring to the table. For some of you Leos, it seems like you could be attracted to somebody at work, or somebody at work could be showing you a lot of attention. Some of you, it definitely feels like you're spending time apart from your partner. So if it's not physically where the two, like maybe you are in the same location around each other, but it still feels like there's a sense of separateness between the two of you. Like, you get what I mean? Something is challenging your relationship right now. It seems like it has something to do with temptation. You're angry at somebody this week. You're pissed off at somebody because you feel like they won't change. You see the positive sides of this person, so this feels like this is why you stay in this situation. But at the same time, it seems like you see the flaws in this individual this week maybe a bit more. Those flaws are a bit more amplified than the positives. It seems like there's a situation that you feel is unfair. You feel like you're not worthy of this sort of treatment. Somebody's being careless with you this week. Or they were in the recent past. Still feels like you're not over that. You're still kind of thinking about it, and it may have something to do with this King of Wands. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It could even be in their 7th house. What's going on? Holy Spirit, show me what's going on with Leo. For some of you, the issue is that maybe somebody moved on with somebody else. Maybe you know about this, and maybe you're pissed about it. Because it seems like what you got was the short end of the stick. You ended up being disappointed, and now you're seeing somebody move on as if it's nothing with somebody else. A situation may look happy with someone, or somebody may look happy with someone possibly, especially if something is posted online. Somebody's posting a lot of pictures of their relationship online. You know, looks can be deceiving. That it seems like there's somebody that's kind of envious of a relationship. This could be somebody around you that could possibly be envious of your relationship, especially if they're in a situation that's not working out. You got this card that says envy. Somebody could possibly be envious of what you have. It may not have anything to do with who you're with, but it could have something to do with the appearance of a relationship. Somebody is furious. They're absolutely pissed off. For some of you, the anger has something to do with rage that somebody is exhibiting this week. Some of you are in abusive relationships. You're dealing with someone who has an abusive personality. And this is causing you to kind of dim your light, dim your shine, Leo. It seems like maybe you're not feeling like yourself this week. There's somebody that is feeling guilty about what happened. So whatever way they were careless with you, this could have been blame games. Somebody could be blaming you for their own issues, blaming you for manipulation and selfishness that they brought to the table. Of course, the tables could be reversed here. Someone could be looking at you this way, Leo. But it looks like somebody is trying to sabotage your relationship. And for some of you, the person that's trying to sabotage your relationship is the person standing in between the two of you right now. Somebody does not want you to go back to somebody from your past. So either you did, or somebody is kind of getting the vibe that since the two of you are not getting along, that's just a natural thing that you do. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who hops back and forth between you and somebody else. But things are not that great between the two of you. They end up going back to this other person. So did somebody propose to somebody else? Maybe that's what the news is. Yeah. I don't know. Is this actually happening, or is this something you're worried about? Guys, show me what's going on with the Leo Nation. What's really going on, Leo? And you do have some good news that is coming in. The good news is delayed. Now, if this is you, you're in a third party. If you are, okay? That's what I mean. Looks can be deceiving. Something appears a certain way, and somebody is jealous, envious of a particular situation, but that's not really what it is. The influencer, yeah, something is going on online, and this does have something to do with pictures that are being posted. This is what I mean. Okay, let's talk about that. So if this is you, like maybe looking at what somebody, like this is an ex possibly. That's what this feels like. Or you're in a third party situation. You're trying to figure out their situation, or maybe you're not. Maybe you kind of come across this. This information kind of floats past your eyeballs. You see that this person is in a relationship with somebody else. Like I told you, looks could be deceiving. Online, somebody could make something look so perfect, you know, but really behind closed doors, there's some problems. There's trouble in paradise. And maybe that's what you don't see about the situation. I think that somebody that you're not speaking to at this moment is very confused about their feelings for you. And I think that if some of you are in the situation currently, I think that you got a situation where your partner or someone in close proximity with you is being deceptive. They're telling you half truths. For others of you, there's spell work that's being done to prevent, like I said, somebody from going back. Someone's trying to prevent someone from reconciling with you. Somebody could be doing something by means of magic. Because like I said, somebody's envious. Either of you or Leo, you're envious of somebody. Somebody has a feeling about it. For others of you, it doesn't have anything to do with relationships. Or this is somebody doing magic, not just to impact your relationship, but they're after a lot of different things in your life. Like somebody is dirty. Nasty about what they're doing. Like to the point that maybe you do have kids and somebody doesn't care if this spell work impacts your kids. Like somebody is just, like I said, dirty with it. You're moving, Leo? Looks like it. It looks like either you're moving or you want to move. Some of you are packing. So you could possibly be moving from place to place. You're not sure what's next for you, like in terms of where you're gonna live. Okay, something about your living situation may change. Maybe this is you possibly having conflict with your partner or with family members. If it's not, maybe this is you observing certain family members, your parents, maybe your kids. I don't know. But if this is not you going through this directly, it feels like there's this conflict. And these are two people maybe considering going their separate ways. Maybe you feel like it's just time to move out because you just can't deal with this situation any longer the way that it is. You feel underappreciated. You feel like maybe you're the butt of somebody's joke, because that's what this appears to be to me. Like somebody's running their mouth. They think something is hilarious. I think you're growing tired of somebody being completely inconsistent in their actions. And I think that some of you could be dealing with someone who is possessive, you might feel, or acts jealous. You try to talk to someone, they become very defensive. Or they shift the blame onto you. And they begin to focus on you or tear into you. And maybe you're just wanting to talk about the issues within the relationship. It just feels like maybe your partner this week is acting like an op. They're not acting like the two of you are allies or that you're moving together for the same goal. Yeah. It seems like the two of you are obviously different. But rather than celebrating the differences between the two of you, it feels like recognizing these things and realizing that the differences the two of you have are, can work together for the good of the relationship. It seems like now somebody is just kind of like recognizing that the differences are kind of driving a wedge between the two of you. And somebody's starting to question the compatibility of what the two of you have going on. So they were careless with you, Leo. For some of you, this is not a romantic situation. This is a parent-child relationship where a parent has been careless, or a child may have been careless with a parental figure's trust. Because it feels like trust has definitely been broken in some sort of relationship in your life. You might feel that somebody is starting to string you along. Singles, I mentioned to you a third-party situation. Be careful that you're not stepping in a situation where you don't really see fully what's going on. Okay? Because there's deception. Somebody's not being honest about a particular situation. This gossip could be maybe going on at work, okay? Because I mentioned there could be an attraction that somebody either works with, someone works with someone, or they go to school with them. There's an attraction there. Maybe you are the topic of conversation. Maybe they know about you. I think chances are somebody does, obviously. If they don't know, then this is definitely the week where something comes to light. Seems like somebody is trying to swoop in. They already know that somebody is involved. And I just think that somebody is not really caring about that. Okay. Somebody calls themselves maybe wanting to take your place. For some of you, this thief situation has something to do with these people that you have a feeling about. Okay, you got some bogusness going on in the background, and some other people are involved in maybe something illegal that's going on in the background. Maybe you thought that somebody was an ally of yours, or that somebody was really looking out for you, and truthfully, Leo, you're saying that that's not really what this is. Okay. Maybe you're feeling under the weather this week. Something's definitely going on with your health or the mental health, especially of somebody that's around you. Somebody is fake. They're phony. Leo, a cross watcher. You're definitely going to see the truth about that this week. Especially if somebody's smiling in your face, Leo, a cross watcher, and somebody's doing some effed up stuff, especially spiritually. It definitely feels that you're feeling the effects of this, and that's what you're pissed off about. Somebody's definitely trying to get away with something. Okay, let's talk about this, especially if this has something to do with money. This could be your money that somebody's trying to F up or steal something from you along with these others. Okay, it seems like 3 people might be in on some sort of a scam. I guess that's what this is. Like somebody's trying to come up off of something that you're doing. Yes, it's with your work. That's what's going on. Okay, we're going to come back to that, especially as something that you're working very hard for. Okay, because it definitely feels like you're very diligent at work. And yes, it feels like it has something to do with your money, your financial situation. You're stressed out, trying to replenish your money situation. The beautiful thing is, let's go back to the beginning of the reading. Let's rewind this for a second. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. If this is you having some financial challenges or some issues at work, the issues might still be there, but it seems like your financial situation may clear up. Okay, you're definitely looked at in a positive light at work, Leo, a cross watcher with what it is that you bring to the table. The issue, though, is respect. Because for some of you, that's where the gossip is. Somebody doesn't respect what you do. They recognize you as being someone who is diligent, someone who takes their job seriously. But that's possibly where the envy is. It's because you do shine at work or you do excel at what you do. Maybe it's at school. Maybe you excel when it comes to popularity. Or you are an influencer, like I mentioned. And maybe, yeah, that's what this is. It might be people that are really tuning in, okay, to what it is that you do. You are picking up in popularity. It seems like the numbers speak for themselves, Leo, a cross watcher. Like I said, either this is you are the influencer, or there's somebody from the outside looking in on you. Definitely some people that love what you do. But then there are also some people that do not respect what it is that you do. And they don't have an issue trying to F up what you're doing. Leo, a cross watcher, or take from you, especially if we're talking about social media. Somebody's clout chasing, or someone is stealing your content, reusing the content, emulating something that you're doing, but being completely fake and fraudulent. Feeling like it's going completely undetected. But the people that are watching, they have a feeling about what's going on. Okay, people are starting to catch on to what's really going on. People see, people are taking notice, and people are pointing it out. This might cause some people to kind of like want to rinse and repeat. They see other people doing it, so like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it too. I can make money doing that. I can make money copying off somebody. I'm gonna do that. It feels like it's that sort of thing. So if some of you, maybe you work in a very greedy situation where there's lack of integrity. You see what's going on. Other people see what's going on. But maybe you feel like you're in the twilight zone. Maybe you feel like other people are not saying anything about it. But like I said, the truth is being seen about certain situations that where people think that they're getting away with things, but they're really not, especially if we're talking about tarot, especially if we're talking about YouTube. Yeah, because it definitely feels that some of you work online. Okay. But I think that this is where you're about to see some achievement. There could be some success coming in. For some of you, this could be a raise or promotion, whether or not you work in social media or not. It seems like your job is very important. It seems like you're someone who takes your job seriously. Like I said, you're a team player. People recognize this about you. There are conversations that are going on about you, Leo. We talked about gossip. Some of this is good, some of it is bad. Some of this is people maybe really trying to pry into your situation, trying to invade your privacy, especially if we're talking about tarot. Someone could possibly be getting readings done on you. This is definitely another reader doing this to another reader. And it definitely feels like somebody is like looking at the cards, maybe trying to figure things out about you. Leo, a cross watcher. Some of you, maybe the issue is that you're frustrated. You're waiting for maybe a decision to be made. It could be about a job. And maybe, Leo, we're talking about hard times being over, right? We talked about that at the beginning of the reading. So maybe this is you. Like maybe you are worried about your job situation, your finances, because maybe you've been struggling to make ends meet. And it seems that this week there could be some good news. I mentioned to you earlier in the reading that there's some good news that's coming to you. This news is delayed, but this news reaches you. It may reach you by I don't know, maybe by the end of the next 7 days, or maybe kind of going into maybe, kind of fading into maybe the beginning of goodness, what am I trying to say? November, maybe headed toward the last week of October. If you don't hear back within the next 7 days, I mentioned it's delayed. Certain circumstances or news may take a little bit more time to reach you. Why? We talked about it. You got somebody in the background that's doing some work. But I definitely feel like you're combating this work. I told you at the beginning of the reading, I think that you're very spiritual. I think that you know how to protect your energy. I think you know how to shield yourself. Leo, a cross watcher. As soon as I part the deck, here it is. You're feeling it. You feel that somebody's working against you. Right? I said you have a feeling about it. And you're right. Somebody's definitely speaking ill about you. Definitely somebody working against you. That's the stress. Yeah, you already know. But like I said, it feels like you're blocking this. You know how to move energy. Leo, a cross watcher. Either this is you or you're going to somebody that does know how to do this. You have a Scorpio that shows up in your reading. You'll see the all signs. It's going to be posted pretty soon. Scorpio showed up in every single zodiac sign that I did. I don't know what it is about a Scorpio. This could be Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, but it definitely feels like there was some work that maybe you did around the full moon. Leo. Or maybe this is a Leo doing this to a Scorpio. Maybe there's a Scorpio that did something around the full moon. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is the spirit is coming in to put a stop to something. This is somebody that recognizes who's doing this, who's preying on their downfall. And somebody is like, you know what, F that. I'm tired of this. So, spirit is granting your request. And this is the reason for what we talked about at the beginning of the reading. This is why hard times are over. This is why there have been some delays, or there's been some shakeups in your situation. But now things are able to move forward, and there are possibilities, doors that are open for you, maybe even literally. Maybe this, I mentioned to you earlier, that maybe some of you, you're wanting to move. You have something going on with your living situation. It's either you want out of a lease, you're trying to get out of a relationship, you're irritated with your neighbors. There's some people around you that are just kind of like I said, like watching you, overly curious about your situation. Seems like your privacy is being infringed upon. So this is what I mean. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're waiting for that. You're getting some keys. Maybe it's time to turn in some keys because you're moving. But others of you, it feels like you're getting the keys to something. This would be the good news. For some of you, it's that you got the job. For others of you, it's that you got the place. And now you can set some plans in motion that have been delayed. Leo or cross watcher, you got the double that comes up in your reading. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart, but this definitely feels like you got some negativity that's in your energy. No, I mentioned this before. Somebody might be a Luciferian. That's what that feels like to me. Leo. So you're going to court. Or you might be getting married. Maybe you're going to the courthouse. Some of you, maybe the legal situation is tied to why you're moving. Maybe this is an eviction, okay? Because it does look like maybe you're having to leave your household situation. It seems like maybe it's circumstances. It's a financial situation that has you in a bind, that has you maybe having to move, having to pack your bags and leave. Well, maybe you didn't really want to. Yep, see, some of you are getting married. That is why you're going to the courthouse. Well, like I said, either you're dealing with somebody who's married, or like I said, all of a sudden the player wants to propose to somebody. Maybe this is you, and maybe thinking that somebody's getting married or whatever, or somebody's painting the picture that that's what's happening, but really and truthfully, there's a third party situation. Like I mentioned to you, this is you wanting to move, or this is circumstances that have you packing and moving, Leo. And this is something that you're worried about, obviously. This is where you're facing a particular challenge in that area. Yeah. Some of you, it seems like somebody is handing you the keys to something. Okay. You're worried about the living situation. Something ends up working out for you. Maybe you feel that you mishandled some funds, some money that came through your hands. Maybe you might feel like it had something to do with your circumstances or the way that you handle money that put you in this position. It seems like maybe this is you. Maybe you feel like, okay, I was careless with my money. Maybe it was that sort of thing. You got some payments coming up. Seems like you're going to be able to make these payments. Your house payment, credit card payment, car payment. It seems like you're worried about these sort of things, earthly things, stressed out about these things. You're going to be okay. Okay. You definitely have some money rolling in. Some of you are waiting for some money. This money comes through. They said there's a money transfer possibly that hits your bank account. Julio. Some money comes in to tide you over. Okay, it may trickle in, especially if some of you, maybe you are business owners. And maybe you might feel that you kind of hit a rough spot when it comes to your business. Like I said, things may pick up. You might get kind of hectic. You might be kind of booked and busy, Leo or cross watcher. But like I said, this is somebody that's looking in on your situation, on what things appear to be to you, and they're envious about what things appear to be or what's going on in your situation. Somebody's really pissed off, Leo or cross watcher. Somebody's really angry, very jealous about whatever they think that you have going on in your situation. Whether they think you have a man, whether they think you have all this money or whatever it is, all this fame, all this accolade, all this influence. It's all due to jealousy. This is why there's somebody in the background that can't seem to put some respect on your name or to respect your privacy. It's because of what they think is going on. So since we're talking about privacy, somebody could possibly be looking into your windows, Leo, or cross watcher. Something's going on around your living situation, around your house. Like I said, maybe that's why you want to move. So this legal situation, we already talked about that. I think it's connected to your house. For some of you, the legal situation may be that maybe you're going your separate ways from someone. Maybe you've decided that maybe you're going to go ahead and file some paperwork. Maybe you've been in limbo about something for the longest time. Ooh, maybe what you've been in limbo about is your purpose. Okay? Because like I said, some of you do something online. You have a podcast. You do some sort of public speaking. Could be a speaking engagement that's coming up for you. Okay? Because if this is not like a literal engagement, then this feels like it's that. It's like a speaking engagement. Like there's meeting or whatever that could be coming up. So maybe it's time to talk to your kid's teacher. When was the last time you went to the doctor, Leo? So it looks like you might need to take care of a medical issue. If it's not your medical issue, then it's definitely somebody around you's medical issue. You could be traveling. Some of you could be traveling abroad. So we got this whole thing about keys, yeah? Maybe you're getting some keys copied. You're definitely discussing something connected with, okay, I was telling you maybe something about a vehicle. Maybe it's time to get a new car. Maybe you might be working some things out there. Maybe you need to get a key made. Maybe something's going on with the key fob on your car. Well, okay, but there's a meeting, okay? You're definitely connecting with someone over, like I said, see, somebody's trying to stop something. I don't know what this is about. What is somebody's trying to, like I said, Leo, somebody trying to F up your situation. What is this about? What is somebody trying to stop? Moon and Leo, Capricorn rising. He's a Capricorn by date, but at the time of my birth, Sun was still in Sagittarius. I'm a Sag Capricorn, you say, okay? This is somebody trying to mess you up at work. Some sort of project that maybe you're working on, okay? It seems like maybe it's delayed or there's someone trying to bring distractions to what it is that you're doing. Definitely, if you work online, there is slander. Somebody trying to slander your name. Mock you in some sort of way, Leo. Yeah, please check in on with your kids regarding their assignments because it definitely feels like somebody is behind with their work. If this is you, maybe you're in school, but definitely your kids. Yeah, you are the CEO. You are business owners, or you have that aspiration to be. Like I said, somebody's watching you excel, Leah. Or you're watching somebody do that. Somebody's trying to ruin you. Somebody wants to see you fall. Like I said, out of envy. Or this is someone bringing oppression, trying to push you down. Put obstacles in your way. And I say I wasn't going to spend too much time on that. Let's move on. What is this about this death card? Okay. So I'm asking Spirit, what is it? Romance. There's a romantic relationship. Even though there's some issues here, Leo. I think somebody still has romantic feelings for you. And I think that there's somebody that really is not ready to let go of a relationship. Yes, still, it feels as somebody's holding on to hope. That maybe the relationship can last. Or that maybe things can be rekindled between the two of you. Because it seems like that's the case. Somebody would like to rekindle a situation. amongst a third party situation. There's somebody that somebody really sees themselves with. And somebody's in a situation maybe currently that they don't really want to be in. It's like somebody fell in love with their best friend. I don't know. That's what this feels like to me. But for others of you, this is you and your partner just maybe not getting along this week. You're maybe having some issues. You're not seeing eye to eye on certain things. And for some of you, this means that maybe within the next 7 days, you'll get past this. Your relationship may not actually end, but it does feel like maybe you're trying to work on things and something has impacted the relationship. You're definitely feeling, you've been feeling the effects that your partner has been careless with you, that maybe they've lied to you about some things. They've gone behind your back on some level. There's been a level of betrayal, a level of loss, okay? It seems like you're definitely feeling it, or you're finding out about something this week. But it seems as if somebody's not ready to let go. It just depends on what side of the third party that you're on, okay? The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. The past is now behind you. Release it. Maybe this is you kind of evaluating if you're able to release whatever happened in the past for the sake of maybe trying again. It could be with a past person. It could be with a present person. It just depends. It seems like for some of you, there's been a change of heart. Maybe somebody that wasn't committed in the past is now deciding, you know what? That was my person. That was my one. I effed the situation up. Let me go back and fix it. Let me go find this person. Let me go do right by them. It feels like it's that sort of situation. Somebody genuinely feels remorse about what they did, how they made you feel. I think this is the case when it comes to a parent-child relationship as well. There's something that's broken with a parent-child relationship. Maybe this is a parent looking back on how they raised a child, certain decisions that they made, and there's some regret and sorrow about that. And maybe this is a parent that feels like they've lost connection with a child and they're really feeling it. They're really feeling the effects of it. So for some of you, this is somebody is trying to rekindle a relationship with a child, trying to make the situation lighter, trying to repair what they feel is broken. Because maybe there's a parent that realizes, you know what? They are worth it. They are. Or maybe this is you realizing that you're worthy of love, because it definitely feels like you can be very hard on yourself, Leo, at times. And maybe this is your spirit guides removing you out of this mindset and realizing, oh, Leo, you are worthy. You're worthy of having the right type of relationship. You're worthy of having the type of love that you absolutely deserve. Does somebody have a tattoo? It feels like somebody has a tattoo. You're worthy of being in a situation where you're not being manipulated. You're not being taken advantage of. You guys are saying maybe something about your circumstance may need to change. So this is the week, Leo or cross watcher, that I think that you might be taking some time out to maybe reevaluate some things in your life. Like I said, you've been having some hardship. It seems like your financial situation may turn around. This could be someone coming in, like I said, to help you, to give you a helping hand. Because it does feel like you've gone through some loss. You've gone through some hardship. This could be spirit putting certain people in your life or in your path to help you with something. Right? Like I said, something that you're working very hard for. It ends up bringing you some positive results. And this is what brings you some solutions to help you turn a situation around. There is a social invitation. Someone could possibly be inviting you out someplace, Leo or cross watcher. Maybe it's for a meetup. I do feel that something better is waiting for you. Maybe for some of you, it's spiritually, or it's due to some sort of spiritual work that you've been doing. Now you can look forward to some good times. Now you can breathe again. Not that you couldn't before, but whatever was going on in your mind frame, it just feels like it took you to another place. It took you to a dark place, Leo. So maybe under stress, you might feel like you just don't do well, Leo. Yeah, I think you're going to be spending some time with family members. I think for some of you Leos, you might be cynical about love. You might feel that love is never going to come around for you, and that's not true. That's just your mindset. Some really good things are getting ready to happen. Did you lose somebody? It feels like somebody may have passed. Whoever may have passed could have passed through an illness. Well, Leo, unless this is you might be worried. I don't know if you are the one with the health issue, and you're worried that maybe something is just not going to work out well. It's just the way that you're looking at things. You're looking at things from a very pessimistic circumstance. Maybe you got a bad prognosis or whatever. I don't know. Maybe somebody in your situation is in a convalescent home. Somebody could possibly have dementia. Okay, but definitely somebody's going through an illness. Trying to tell you there's somebody that is in your energy, male, and there's a masculine and a feminine. Just like here in this depiction of what's going on is the same here. You got some people that are obviously working against you. This could be an organization of people. This could be a group of individuals that could possibly be doing this. It may not just be one person, but it is to affect your work, or it is at work that these individuals exist. Did we talk about everything? I think so. Spirit, no, yeah, I guess. There's some money you owe. I talked to you about it. Your cash flow situation is getting ready to improve. So there's certain things that you need to pay off, some bills that you need to get paid, because I think that is the case. It's through your skills, it's through your talents, maybe through a side hustle that you might be making this money, Leo, or cross watcher. You also be working out. Maybe you might be going to the gym. Maybe you're trying to get fit. There's some weight that you're trying to lose. Some stubborn belly fat, Leo. Advice for the Leo Nation: it's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous opportunities and bring balance into your life. Balance is what Spirit is calling to you. It feels like that's not what's going on in your situation, especially not work-life balance. Or if you work from home, it just seems like there's things that are kind of frustrating you. There's things this week that might kind of throw you off. But balance. You are. What does it say? You're working too hard and worrying about everything. That looks about right. Guys are saying bring balance to your situation. So maybe this is your kids, maybe your children, your nieces, nephews, little siblings. Whomever. Maybe you're kind of, maybe that's the social invitation. Maybe they want to take you to the park. Maybe you might be spending the afternoon maybe playing with pets, playing with children, but definitely entertaining your inner child. It seems like it's needed. You got to take your mind off of whatever this is, okay? Because like I said, it seems like something is causing you a lot of stress, and it just seems like it's going to get into you. Change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Whomever this is, the past, is sending you spirit signs left and right. They're letting you know that they're around you. There's a passed on loved one that is going out of their way to show you that they're with you. They're helping you through a situation. Maybe some of you have an ancestor altar. Maybe this is them, like I said, helping you in a particular situation where you've been facing a lot of adversity. You had a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You got a Cancerian, a Libra. Since we're talking about balance, Libra is the scales. This feels like this is a Libra. Yeah. Pisces. This is spirit coming in to restore balance with your money, your finances, your thoughts, your ideas. They've been impacted due to stress. The legal situation feels that it plays out in your favor. And somebody is possibly facing jail time, worried about jail time. There's a legal situation where some of you, maybe you have to pay a little bit of money to get a level of freedom. Or maybe somebody deliberately stole something from you. You're looking for justice and you feel like you haven't received it. But I think that this is you. If you're worried about jail, it feels like somebody is either avoiding jail time or somebody gets cut some slack. They got a break. Somebody could possibly be getting out of jail or being released earlier than maybe they thought they would be. Maybe on probation, parole, maybe house arrest, or this is like, I'm not trying to say community service. This feels like this is due to drunk driving. Now, for some of you, this is a DV situation, since we're talking about anger and somebody not being able to control their anger, being careless with you, and then in the end, being sorry about it. For some of you, that somebody is sorry that they got caught. Well, that's what that's about. Somebody's steady with a drink in their hand, but getting behind the wheel of a car. Okay, so it might have something to do with the DUI. All right, Leo. Well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. If you'd like to book a personal with me, you can always book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicascensionstarot.com. And also, immediately after this live, I'm also accepting, I am doing live readings on YouTube. So if you would like to get a reading from me on YouTube live, head over straight to the live that I'm doing right after here. See you there. Thanks, Leos, for tuning in. Peace out.
Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out. You stop caring about it. Don't let your head get in the way. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.